bid thee wazza! Welcome back and front to Road to Remastery. We're 11 lists strong, and something told me 12's just gotta fold over and ha! Don't act like you know what strong actually means. For that lesson finally starts now. Seems a lot of you liked my first pop star power trip and keeping your dreams of getting it paved on this fine road alive. Did this land proud, and me medium rare. You know what you did there. The time to pretty up the boss rush that tickled you maximum pink has arrived. Normal bosses, final bosses, super bosses, this list welcomes all. Kirby's not picky, he gon' kill you anyway. Stick to your favorite copy essence. Chaos will be here in T-minus now! Imagine being able to say, I got punked by an armless psycho commie clown in space in front of a giant magical pocket watch. Now I don't even have to. Thanks, Hal. Practically a necessity in retaining my credibility, Marks is a classic hallmark of Kirby bossage. By far the focal highlight of Superstar and its Ultra remake. This sus saboteur swindled us into awakening a cosmic genie clock and steals our frickin' wish. The bottomless bottle of Code Red can wait. My fists will be your lunch! The battle is standard final fight fare as this franchise goes. The giant mutated freak with wings showers you with surreal abstract attacks over a sprawling, moody landscape. Glowing cutters, thorny vines, warping out of the floor, spitting arrows, ice bombs, and splitting his face open into a black hole and teleporting like a sugar-high ADD Goku. Pretty easy, but fast forward 12 years and Superstar Ultra throws in a bonus, harnessing the energy from Nova's Mimi explosion and slipping out of Death's grip for his last show as the now infamous Mark's Soul. Think of it as DLC to the classic fight. Still got the crystal bat wings, still got the derp face, now throw in some new dual color attacks like Paint Rain and Giant Hadoukens. Pretty cool, but nothing to scream about. Who needs ears? Gotta say, I love how classic Marks is, but I don't regard him all that high for two reasons. He's extremely easy, even for Kirby standards, and his whole shtick has been done significantly better since. You can see I'm split. Fingers crossed there's no black holes. One thing Kirby excels at that most others don't is boss variants. Sure, yeah, seeing what are virtually fancy-pantsy recolors pad out any space of content is about as cash money as washing a spoon, but the punks behind the pink take them very seriously, very often tidying up their series staples with top-dollar paint.
What shade we thinking, sir? We have Meta, Morpho, Galacta.
Yes. Come now, audience. The night is young. No, it's old. This gag's old. But oldies be goodies. Claps. If you had any confidence that having the title name garnered utmost attention, I'm sorry for your loss. To absolutely nobody's surprise, it's Meta Knight that has the largest legion of imitators. Him and his Knights of the Round and Puffy make up one of the franchise's longest running gags. It seems every new game adds a spin to Dreamland's Knightiest. No matter if it's him, his evil mirror double, robot replica, possible future self banished for being Opath, or even a psycho butterfly drunk on Judgment Day cola. You're in for an onslaught of unreal attacks and holy sword swipes. Vanilla Meta Knight's got a riveting code of honor, always demanding your blade be drawn in true rival fashion. It gives me goosebumps every time. While others like Dark Meta Knight and Galactonite bring an otherworldly energy to the classic sword fight. Mecha Knight merges it with some elements of the halberd itself with that frickin' grabby claw, and Morpho Knight, being probably the most solid from a gameplay perspective, augmenting the sword beams and trading butter knives for molten great swords. All these twists on the same style goes to show how fun pulling the key can be. Yeah, it's almost as ridiculous as they are easy, but I dig the savvy absurdity, and combined, the night bosses offer up a charm fit for a king. Ah, no worries. We'll get to him later.
See you in hell, mouse.
Bombs?
God, I hate that mouse.
See, this is what I get for giving a rat's ass about my content. This blow must be too awesome to share, cause the rat's here to kick my ass. I just had to reserve a spot for Daroch. Dude's my favorite nasty in the series. The disowned love child of based Mouser and super drunk Jafar, respect my headcanon, does work. This villainous vermin puts up the single most charismatic fight of any standard Kirby boss. More specifically when he jacks not only the giant chest, but DDD's trademark gimmick. Yep, add another to the list of Dark Matter's possessees. Dark Daroch is an augmented shade of round 1, and through Dark Nebula can his iconic attacks light up the screen. Bombs bloated with molten heat, ice beams from his magic staff grows 3 times bigger, triple star swings come in pairs, and he teleport spams far more frequently. Much like all Kirby bosses, the fun factor for this battle is largely freeform. You can still cheese it hardcore if you just don't want to even, but trust me when I say this stuff's mad fun if you actually play along. With subdued abilities like Animal and Ninja, keeping pace with his insane hyperactivity and firepower is a tense challenge. With that chaotic Squeak Squad boss symphony blasting in the background, it all swirls into a Mega Man X style high. Never mind the sick design details everyone already loves about the rapacious rat bastard. Engage his offense with the right attitude, and you'll soon be tried for violence against the replay button. The Cheeks battle with Dark Nebula that follows doesn't do it justice. Dark Daroch is the true final boss of Squeak Squad to me, and hopefully many others. Oh-ho! Suck slush, Mr. Gumball! Oh-ho! And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present against my will and in accordance with my contract, the Great Squashini!
Gather round, my sweet lizardies. Your butternut bedazzler demands your attention. Watch as I make this Kirby disappear before your very eyes.
Try it, pumpkin punk. You're not the only one running a show here.
Well, I was here first.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
No!
Yes!
Fight to the death.
Winner takes all? Quite gorgeous.
Sweet lord, they weren't blazing herbs when they called this treat land. Front row tickets to see Patchland's famed and possibly edible magician are indeed a treat. The bosses of Epic Yarn are pretty weak, all things considered, but this guy stole the show and made profit off it. The art of Veggie Voodoo is showcased to the fullest in this cavalcade of charm. While other Kirby bosses wield things like hammers, swords, and boxes, Squashini,
The Great Squashini!
whatever, uses a slot machine. Yes, a frickin' slot machine. A weapon isn't great just because it causes damage, you know. Despite no stakes of death, the whimsical acts of Top Hat Mix-Up, 52 card yay, bomb splitting cape cloth, and time bomb tie-and die are so stinking cute. I feel like a kid watching the underpaid magician at a friend's backyard birthday party. Again! That time bomb gag in particular cracks me up. It's like an old snidely whiplash joke. Help me, help! God. With boss fights this easy, you really gotta skim over all the details to find something special. As with the other contenders, Squashini conjured up tons of special detail. The whole cheesy magic theme flips my smile into attack mode. Also helps to smack the clown with your own sleight of hand. God! I love that.
Pink detected. Commence awesomeness.
Dear Diary, says a lot about Kirby 64 when its first mention gatekeeps the final half. As these games come, the Crystal Shard Fetch Quest has easily the tightest boss roster. The first of two hands forming the stranglehold on its glory is cased in icy metal. The mighty mechanized menace of Shiverstar is the birthplace of all the planet's chills. HRH, more like WOW, this sentinel of the silent capital, continues to stand out for its curious mixture of intimidation and disturbance. The angle and setting in which we fight it generates a surprise spectacle, towering over every other boss in the game, which amplifies the tone even further when you realize it's possibly not allied with dark matter at all. This whole thing ends up feeling like a security breach on a synthetic city in which the master robot destroys the intruder. Yo, intruder here, bring it! Phase 1 floods us with endless missiles, lasers, and bad touches from giant Megazord flippers. Does you compute consent? Eventually, this absolute unit remembers what you said about its mama and comes straight for that puffy ass. Oh my god, this just became a toy box. Merging Heavy Lobster and Ultra Frickin' Magnus initiates Phase 2. HRE/WTF, now segueing into an auto-scroll chase down, the HR bot slowly trails behind with newly modified scissor claws, backup missiles, and a crushing fetish. Holy hell, you're loaded. It's the tensest battle in the story from a gameplay standpoint, as even knowledge of the limited bridge length can swell up the pressure. One final blow and the hype finds cover. Well, Mr. Roboto, I got more to say to you than domo arigato. That was awesome! Sometimes you just gotta treat yourself. I liken the bosses within Nintendo's Pinkest to strawberry milkshakes. Easy, tasty, and don't tell me I'm the only one that gets lost staring into its mystical swirls. My fat ass already chugged 5 of these calorie potions. Wilford Brimley's now my spirit animal. Stop! Okay, one more. Or 30. This shall be my blood! Can't say I normally do this kind of thing, so relish the opportunity to roll every last DDD battle into one slot. Takes a lot of respect. Well, a king that has literally zero need for a crown should be used to that. Standoff seasoned with Pengy McFluffy cuck energy reek of a glorious stink. You fight him so much throughout the series, he finds himself needing to constantly push the envelope to keep things interesting, often sticking true to his classic game plan of slurp clobber and planting faces. Kinda dull with even the lowest tier ability, but surprisingly fun to take down with standard suck and chuck. And it's rare I say that. Of these, Dreamland 3, Nightmare in Dreamland, and Epic Yarn definitely have it the best, though the pudgy penguin Peacekeeper knows when to get serious in the case of Team Kirby Clash Deluxe's King D-Mind, and especially Superstar Ultra's Masked DDD. The former merging the King's Malice with dark matter insanity, and the latter being the coolest and cruelest the chunky punk has ever been. Love me some mono-y-mono, man. Even the spin-off games, even they have super enjoyable DDD encounters. Be it Dream Course's Robo DDD, Block Ball's Breakout Style Scuffle, or Mass Attack's Balloon Hot Potato, all topped off with DDD's charming buffoonery, flexing the happy muscles in my face. I'm probably cheating here, but all this variety and style shan't go unnoticed. Your ass may be fat, sire, but so is your appeal. Accept my bow. You didn't need a crown to earn it.
At last, warrior, we meet eye to eye.
Which eye do I look at? Question. Which is more powerful, the storm or the calm that opens for it? Don't think for a second I'll be anything but calm as I speak the name of my favorite non-final boss of the series. Dark matter be damned to hell!
I am the true miracle.
Kirby 64's penultimate battle is a daunting face-off with a cosmic 20-sided die keen on making us do the same. Miracle matter just keeps getting stronger. If this Van Gore piece of an enemy is anything to go by, imitation is the sincerest form of genius. So many years of watching the Blush Butcher hack its disciples to shreds has forced the Eye in the Dark to force feed him his own gift. The juvenile 02 morphs into one of the 7 copy essences at complete random, forcing Kirby to combat his own core gimmick within a tight pocket of darkness. Be it burning, ice, spark, stone, bomb, needle, or cutter, the evil orb is impervious to anything but its current power. Bit of a buzzkill to those that love to solo their favorite combo, something a lot of kids would probably hate, but this method of mono-y-mono ability jousting is straight brilliant, even today. Sure, it's a little repetitive to watch an icosahedron with eyeballs cycle through bare bones attack patterns, but it's what Miracle Matter represents as both a Kirby boss and slice of Kirby lore that makes it intensely memorable. Best part, it's not entirely clear. I interpret it as this universe's power struggle at large, how Kirby and Dark Matter are somehow of identical origin, and the reason it persists is because he's the missing piece. I love cosmic paradoxes, and I love this fight. I can forgive the limited range of attacks on each form because the idea as a whole is just so good. Making more with less, you win. All of my yes. Be careful which star you wish upon. It just might take it from you. I know. You've been screaming at me to show Planet Robopod already. Lots of you have pointed me in the direction of its final boss, insisting I would just love it to bits. I love how well you know me. I never would have expected Kirby to delve into overlordly machinery. Isn't cosmic shenanigans its thing? Well, hang tight. Star Dreams, a doozy-doo. Haltman's grand vision of eternal prosperity was wishfully placed on a wish-making supercomputer blueprinted by the horrifically suspicious ancients. In other words, the race that made Galactic Nova are involved somehow with dark matter. Yeah, you totally want their evil supercomputer to lead your company. Well, I sure do, 'cause it got me this kick-ass battle. Immediately, things get epic. Frickin' Meta Knight flies in out of nowhere and tasks Kirby to get in his Robobot and download the whole frickin' halberd. Wow! And now, we rock. Stardream goes online and barrages you with endless energy and metal, missiles, enemy Robobots, giant code cubes, massive light beams, and warping in a belt's worth of asteroids. All the while, you answer back with the halberd cannons, even giant stars absorbed by smashing debris. That's wild. Phase 2 sees the supercomputer upload into the entire Haltman space station and return fire with a blizzard of cosmic energy. More missiles, laser light shows, relearning the alphabet, and slashing with its 4 planet-sized legs. Make it through and I love you, Hal! Finally revealed as Galactic Nova itself. The space station attempts to finish it off with black holes, weather vanes, compasses blasting energy rings, carnivorous dead ringers, light bulbs, spy glasses, and math. What? empty the health bar, Meta Knight shoots Kirby right at it. He drills through the force fields and finishes it off by drilling Stardream right through Nova's core, and the Robobot says its heartfelt farewell. That's more than just hot damn. That's fire damn. I love the constant Star Fox inspiration, love the spectacle, love how it plays. That crack in the heart shouldn't be there, cause everyone loves this fight. Stare into the void long enough, and it stares back. My God, Star Allies, nobody counted on you delivering a shock strong enough to lay off Spark Kirby, but boy did you shut us up. At long last, the Dark Lord rises! The long-running arc of dark, shadowy forces somehow attacking all corners of Dreamland in nearly every single game. Call me crazy, I just figured was the theme the series encapsulated. Light versus dark, cosmic invaders. Kinda how like Pokemon's theme is an adolescent's grand monster quest. So imagine the look on my mirror-cracking face when I learned everything leads back to the same source. Void is a lore-shattering evil, connecting all the dark corners from every room together to form its own chaotic nebula. And within lies one of the best battles in all of Kirby. Debuting as what I imagine to be Skull Kid after marrying his Bowflex, the giant husk dubbed Termina comes first. Huh. Maybe I should take the hint. This Swolpalooka is so big, the X-axis can't take it. This ambitious use of angles really pronounces how gigantic this moment is. Watching the chaotic attacks unfold like this, Creep wants to make sure our eyes are just as wide and open as its is. Glorious waves of seismic stomps and ultra sword swipes laced with flame, ice, and plasma arouse the senses as you do work on the first of its 4 health bars. Blast off the mask and commence phase 2, where Kirby and company decimate the shell covering its heart. Kinda weak sauce, but I'd genocide to put phase 3 on my taco, where a disturbingly familiar pair of wings sprouts from the monster trucks it calls arms. Take to the skies to re-destroy the 5 weak points, and watch out for elemental arrows, more shockwaves, giant spear thunderstorms, and more suspicious Easter eggs raining shoop-de-whoop on you. Clean it all up and the final phase awaits. Behold, Void Soul, the Kirby veteran's greatest challenge. Continuing with the unnerving visual symbols, like perfectly resembling every form of dark matter and Kirby, even mimicking attacks from many different antagonists. It's actually chilling, though the intensity will definitely thaw my spine. It's easily the most difficult boss in the franchise, with flashy bullet hell attacks bordering on Toho and Kingdom Hearts. Color me incredibly impressed, unspeakably satisfying from a lore, visual, and challenge perspective. It was close, but the best has yet to fall. And so we arrive at the final chapter. To tell a tale to some avail may shift the interest scale, yet the reprise with more detail shall ultimately prevail. A would-be day of no events did see a change quite immense. A peaceful soul adrift and sore, someone we've met before? A plea for help did grip our ears in the newest game in years. Hell yeah, we said, ever so psyched. Onward to the stages we liked. At last we win. I just might faint. He stabs our back last second. That cosmic taint! It will never change. The king of all Kirby bosses lives on. You see the crown? Huh? Do you? And ending just as it began. Magalore caps off this list all over again, for the power he's forced on this franchise is without equal. Investment is the first step to loyalty, and the only boss in the series' history to emotionally oppress me commands that like a birthright. Contrary to Marx's fake stage presence, this betrayal was a slash to the throat on account of the genuine friendship Magalore builds with the player. It left me truly disturbed to see this cute, squishy fella exposed as Kirby's most forceful adversary to date. Even with the alternate possibility that he was consumed by the Master Crown, aka Dark Matter, the face, the friend I loved, is gone. Until the retcon, the darkness's great revenge unfolds. You'll pay for this, you bastard! The final battle with the Halcondran Wizard Supreme is a 3-phase dive into divine chaos, premiering as a Gradius brand shootout with the lore star cutter we worked so hard to repair, chewing through Magalore's army of doomers, all the while navigating giant prisms and crushing hazards. Blast down the ship, eat a plasma bolt, and slowly descend into phase 2, where the massive menace showers you with constant cosmic attrition, elemental skewers, flame bursts, black holes, lasers half a screen tall, even a starry shield impervious to standard abilities. Whittle the protection charm down bit by bit with super abilities until the final Ultra Sword Slash triggers a power struggle to seal the killing blow. But from the blinding glow of white rises the true darkness within. Magalore's soul, the eldritch manifestation of the crown's true power, and your ex-friend's disemboweled spirit. What's essentially the long-awaited battle with 0-3 amps up the intensity exponentially, mutating its lesser forms, insane attacks on a Lovecraftian scale. And in the midst of it all, the greatest music piece in Kirby history blasts within this unruly void. It just gets better and better each time I celebrate it. And I don't care how many times I need to. Everyone needs to know all the time. Feels, fun, variety, and finality. Magalore is magic galore. This is being Fuffle's minion, always and forever. Thanks for watching, guys. Give it up for the high-tier patrons. Shade 2800, Jordan Osceola, Tubazo 1989, James Ward, Diamond Ice, Skellington 977, Mathtron 5000, Goldsbro TSG, Thomas Drury, Spark of Dusk 777, Cole the Ren's Castle, Jerway, Sensei Spyro, Lucario Smash 246, God Falking Dammit, Alfredo Jones, Green Moonlight, Sephi 90, Green Dragon 53, Nightmare Steel, 0Z, Jake Arnstom, Morgan Arvite, Squeegee Luigi, Baltazar Rodriguez, John the Pink, Renaku, Lord of Shadow, Cortamanch 437, Azazel the Undying, Cody Thomas, Stewie, Peter Shepard, Solitaire Seamus, Christopher, GTY 200, Madam Starfall, Belkin, Roberto Del Fuego, Grandmaster Augustus, and Smash Mario Pro 2000. May we meet again!